You've been told to just manage your symptoms. But what if your problem is hiding below the surface? Welcome to Root Cause Wellness.
All right, let's talk about something that drives so many of us absolutely crazy, that dreaded, sleep-shattering trip to the bathroom in the middle of the night. If you are just so tired of your sleep being constantly broken, you're about to find out the real reason why, and I'll tell you right now, it has almost nothing to do with what you've been told. You know the feeling, right? The alarm clock says 3 a.m., but it's your bladder waking you up. And maybe it's not just once. Maybe it's 2, 3, maybe even 10 times a night. It's more than just annoying. It totally wrecks your sleep, and it leaves you feeling exhausted and just foggy the next day. You know, there's actually a medical term for this. It's called Nocturia. And it's so much more than an inconvenience. It's a chronic disruption. It literally steals your deep, restorative sleep, which, as you know, affects everything from your energy and your mood to your overall health. But the real question is, why? Why does this happen? Well, you've probably heard all the standard advice, and you've likely tried the usual fixes. But for so many people, they don't work. So let's take a look at the usual and almost always wrong suspects. So, doctors and health articles, they often point to these three things, right? A possible UTI, drinking too much liquid right before you go to bed, or, for men, an enlarged prostate. And look, while these can be factors, more often than not, they are not the root cause of this chronic problem. And this right here, this just says it all. So many men get treated for an enlarged prostate thinking, okay, this is it, problem solved. But they still have to get up all night long. This is proof positive that the prostate issue is just a symptom, a red herring, not the real underlying cause. The actual problem is something way deeper happening inside your body. Okay, so if it's not any of those things, what in the world is it? Well, it turns out your body is sending you a really powerful signal. So let's pull back the curtain and uncover the true biological reason you just can't seem to sleep through the night. And here it is. The real root cause, for the vast majority of people, comes down to two things: high blood sugar and, even more importantly, high levels of the hormone insulin. This is it. This is the key that unlocks the entire mystery. Now, how does this actually work? It's surprisingly simple. Let's just walk through it. So, step 1, when you have too much sugar floating around in your blood, your body basically treats it like a toxin. That leads to step 2. Your kidneys have to go into overdrive to filter all of it out. And then, step 3, this is the crucial part, water always follows sugar. So to get rid of all that sugar, your kidneys pull a ton of water from your body, which, you guessed it, fills your bladder again and again and again. But that's only half the story. See, your body is smart. Normally at night, it releases special adrenal hormones that help your body hold on to fluid, so you can sleep. But here's the problem. High insulin completely blocks those hormones. It's like insulin is coming in and cutting the brake lines on your bladder, forcing your body to release urine all night long, whether you want it to or not. Okay, so now we know the what, it's high insulin, but that just leads to the next big question. What's the why? What is triggering this massive insulin spike specifically at night, exactly when you need it to be at its lowest? And the answer, almost always, is one simple, seemingly harmless habit: late-night snacking. That bowl of cereal, that piece of fruit, even that handful of healthy nuts right before bed, that's the trigger that's setting this whole frustrating chain reaction in motion. See, every single time you eat anything, you spike insulin. And doing that right before you go to sleep is just about the worst possible time, because it totally disrupts that delicate hormonal balance you need to hold your urine. And I really want to stress this. This isn't just about cookies or ice cream. Even those so-called healthy or low-carb snacks can spike your insulin just enough to keep you waking up all night long. Now, the good news here, and it's really good news, is that once you understand the real cause, the solution is actually incredibly straightforward. So let's walk through the actionable game plan to fix this for good. Okay, here is the 4-step solution. Let's go through each one. First, and this is the most important one, stop all snacking after dinner. Period. This is the key to preventing that late-night insulin spike. Second, try to stop all eating and drinking after about 6:30 p.m. This gives your body several hours to bring its insulin levels way down before you even hit the pillow. Third, to lower your overall insulin levels during the day, cut your daily carbs way down to under 30 grams. And finally, start doing some intermittent fasting. This gives your body long periods with no insulin response at all. Together, these 4 steps will completely reset your system. And this is the real promise. When you make these changes, you're not just putting a Band-Aid on a symptom, you are fixing the root cause from the inside out. This internal correction will lower your insulin, it will allow your hormones to finally work the way they're supposed to, and it will let you sleep soundly through the entire night. So the power is really in your hands now. It's not about some pill or complicated procedure, it's about understanding your own body and changing one simple habit. So the real question is, are you ready to finally get a full night of uninterrupted sleep? And hey, if you try this plan, please come back and share your success story in the comments below. Your experience could be the exact motivation someone else needs to finally reclaim their sleep. Thanks for watching.
Remember, true health is about getting to the underlying root cause, not just managing your symptoms with a label and a pill.